Welcome back, guys, to Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke Challenge. Mitchell as your host once again. This is now part 8 we are into. I'm getting pretty excited now because, we had a bit of a bump in the road, losing B-King, of course, and yes, I am still harping on that, but we're moving on from that, and now we nearly have a full team ready to take on the gym. I'm feeling a little more confident today than I was during the previous video, and we're going to be doing pretty good. But before we leave, I said this at the end of the last video, I am going to be getting Bianca, Scott, and Alucard all to level 16, one more level apiece, and then go in there with a full team strong enough to beat the gym. After that, I still don't know what I'm going to do about my rival. My rival still has great type advantage against me, and I'm just hoping to maybe get lucky. Lucky is honestly, maybe get a Hyper Fang off, maybe the thing isn't as defensive as I'm thinking, and I mean, this is one of those things where it could either totally floor me and then that's the end of the Nuzlocke, or it could go off as with a cinch and I was just worried for nothing and I am the proper level for what I want to be doing, right? So but I won't know until I've done it. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a boring start. I already warned all of you, for all of my viewers, prior to this, so not a huge thing. There we go. I will confess, I did a little bit of not cheating, but a little bit of viewing certain things on not Cerebi, but I do have an old Pokemon Gold and Silver guide, and I was flipping through that a little bit, not really to check on how to get to Goldenrod City or anything like that, and not for the maps, but just for the level ups, not so much the evolutions, but like what moves they learned and such. And I found out that both Rattata and Beedrill will learn Pursuit. Now it's a little ways off, but they still will learn it, and that's pretty good because that's a different type of move. It's a dark type. I also found out, I don't know if any of you remember, I was mentioning the mechanics for attacks. They still are the same in this generation. So that means that fire, ice, all that fun jazz is all still under the special attack stat, while the physical is normal fighting. What else the hell is there anyways? Poison, I think. Maybe bug. I think bug. But yeah, so that meaning that if my special attack is not good, it's a waste of time to put a TM on those type of people. So, of course, I mean, you all kind of know that, but I'm just reiterating the point that just in case it was one of those instances where they actually use the attack stat. For example, here Alucard, his bite is actually a special, so he's using his special attack right now to attack the Onyx. Actually, I should probably check his special attack just to see what the difference would be. And right now his is 24 to 17, so obviously his physical attack is much better. I kind of assume that than his special, but Dark is considered a special move. Steel is not. Steel is the new physical, while this was the new special type they added. So that just changed things slightly for me. I'm so used to doing it the other way around and knowing that I can have like, Thunder Punch for a physical electrical and Thunderbolt for a special electrical, things like that. Also, one of the bigger problems is Pokemon like Rattata and other types of Pokemon like that can learn a variety of TMs and kind of make them good coverage, pretty good coverage. But if their special attack status in the toilet, it's kind of a waste. You should be investing. Not that I really do any EV, specific training. It's a Nuzlocke. You don't really have time for that. It's almost impossible to actually accomplish well without making this extremely boring. But when you're training a team, you want to utilize, especially in a Nuzlocke, you want to utilize what you've got and maximize it. That way you can win, right? I mean, you're not going to take a defensive Pokemon and try to be a speedy attacker with it, right? You're going to utilize that as a wall you know, to come in on attacks and things like that that you're not sure that someone else can take. Just the basics of the metagame, the basics of basically Pokemon in general. So, you know, but in a Nuzlocke, it becomes much more apparent that you have to do that, you know. Were this a regular one, I'd be like, sure, I'll just teach every TM, I'll make this Raticate awesome, you know. But in the end, will he really be that awesome if his special attack is in the toilet and his attack is through the roof, and all I did was teach him a bunch of special moves? So, I'm trying to just avoid that a little bit here, and, yeah. So Bianca is almost already 16, so we're not doing too bad as far as time's considered. We'll see what happens after I kill this Onyx. Another bite should do it. Yeah, there we go. And there we go. Bianca grew to level 16. That's great. And now we're going to keep going with Alucard here now that he's already done a little bit of work. Our girl Bianca's looking pretty strong back there in the back. And here we have a Rattata, level 8, that's not bad. Since Bite is doing so well against these guys, I'd really like to be saving it for the Onyx and the Geodudes when I find them. They give a little bit better experience than like, but I do have 25 PP, so might as well just use it. And by the time I reach there, I should be close to 16, even if I do run out. A couple Supersonic Leech Life combos should probably be enough as well. If I get unlucky with not running into these level 8 Geodudes and stuff like that. So what do you guys think of the new Sun and Moon games? They're not out yet, of course. I've pre-ordered and paid off my 2 copies of the game earlier this week, and you know, I'm pretty excited. I wasn't disappointed. There was a lot of mixed reviews about ORAS and or some people call it ORAS, whatever. Some people didn't really care for it. A lot of people did like it. A lot of people didn't like it. I found it was more of a nostalgia trip. For just like how the first forest in the whole Viridian Forest tribute in X and Y for the first 3D game. It really felt like a bit of a nostalgia trip for those who originally played the older Pokemon games. And I found that ORAS, it was time. The other 2 had gotten remakes on the GB, on both the Game Boy Advance, and then later on Heart Gold, Soul Silver on the DS. It was time for Generation 3 one. A lot of people are saying, oh, now it's time to remake Generation 4. I don't see that happening for a couple of years. The game's not new enough. Or, sorry, it's not old enough. I mean, it doesn't really, you know, people who are playing that in their teens, some are still teens, you know, kind of thing. Like my timing is totally off, you know. I think, oh, that movie came out last year. Meanwhile, it was 5 years ago. So, don't take my poor depiction of how time works. You know, factor that in when I say these things. But, you know, Generation 4 wasn't so long ago that they need to be remaking it already. You know, I mean, it was on the DS. And they're still making DSs. I mean, we're talking a system that's no longer used anymore, which is the Game Boys. You know, those were the systems that, you know, had to, you know, that's what they've remade so far. I don't think they'll remake for a while. I think Sun and Moon is going to be an epitome for a while. It's going to kind of top the charts for a good long time. And then they'll probably come out with, because they didn't come out with a Z version or anything like that. I'm thinking Sun and Moon will eventually come out with a, I don't know, Twilight or something, and not the gay, or, no, I can't say that, sorry, this is the internet. Once again, this is the internet. I say something like that, I'll get so much backlash, I'll be kicked out of YouTube, but, not the, whatever you want to call it. I can't think of an insult that wouldn't be insulting, hence an insult. But you guys know what I mean. I am not talking about the teen girl books and movies Twilight. I am referring to the actual time of day. So, but you know what I mean. Something in between Sun and Moon or something like that. Maybe eclipse, maybe a solar eclipse. I don't know. They're gonna call it something. but I'm looking forward to that third, because they haven't done that. They have not done that. You know, I didn't care for the whole Black 2, White 2 thing, but to be fair, I'm not a huge fan of Generation 5. Anyways, I kind of liked the idea, what they were going for with Black 2 and White 2. I kind of liked what they were going for and stuff, but still, it was still, like, it wasn't Platinum, it wasn't Emerald, it wasn't Crystal or Yellow, it wasn't the same. They need that standoff game, that one that everyone wants. Like, you know, everyone wanted Platinum. Nobody wanted Diamond and Pearl after Platinum came out. That kind of thing where everyone wants that third version. The third version had the most to offer you, had the best amount of stuff. You know, anything you could get in the old games, you could get 2 of, and the others, you know. With Yellow, it was getting all the starters, you know, right from the get-go. And in Crystal, of course, you had the opportunity to just get Suicune. It wasn't such a big deal. And what was it? In Emerald, you could get the Johto starters. That was a big thing, getting the Johto starters. A lot of people were really psyched about that. And then what was Platinum? Platinum, you could get both Dialga and Palkia, I believe. It's been a long time since I played Platinum. That's actually the one I played, so I don't. I should remember this, but you know, you got the origin form of Giratina, and just things like that. Like, it was always up in the ante. You got everything from the old game. You usually got a better story, more stuff, and just more of everything. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know, you take a game like this, take Silver, and just add to it. I mean, you can't really go wrong as long as you don't break the game or anything like that. You know, if I could catch more Pokemon earlier on with more types, like why not? You know, rather than run into Zubats all the time and Rattatas, it'd be cool to run into a few different types of Pokemon. So things like that. So I'm really hoping that after Sun and Moon's been out for a couple years, you know, come around the 1.5, you know, 2-year thing, they'll release that one for a Christmas season, of course, always the Christmas seasons, or the summer, and they'll release the third, because they did not do a Z, and that is just weird to me. And yes, I say Z because yes, I'm Canadian, you know. Yes, we're all very nice people. No, but anyways, yeah. So I just don't know, guys. I mean, it'd be really cool to have a third. I was really bummed when they did that. And as I said, I was one of the fans of Oris. I liked Oris, and I wasn't a huge third gen kind of guy either. I have a friend who was having a meltdown over it, and I mean, that was funny to watch, of course, but I wasn't a huge fan of that, even though I do love the generation. I just, you know, my generations were the first two. Specifically the first one, and then the second one to me was just great. You know, it added so much to the lore of the games. I loved it. But anyways, I think that's enough of me rambling about that. We're getting close here. I'm just trying to fill the time so that this isn't as boring for everyone. I mean, listening to me ramble on about the Pokemon games in general is probably boring for most of you. But if anyone has stuck around at this point, please leave me comments. I always say this at the end of the videos, like, subscribe, comment, blah, blah, blah. But please, seriously, more so than subscribing and liking, which are great things, don't get me wrong. And I'd love for those things too. But comments, even the ones that I value the most, are not usually. I mean, it's great to hear, you know, good job and stuff like that. But the best ones that I like, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a professional, and I'm not super popular. Obviously, I don't know if my thing is the right way to be doing this or not. I've watched videos like this, and I'm just trying to do it my own way. And you know, I work really hard on the layout, which I've got a lot of comments of. People love the layout design I did, which is about 90% made by myself in Macromedia Fireworks. There is a few images and things that I've kind of edited and worked with, and kind of, you know, edited to the point that I can sort of call it my own kind of thing. But I won't take full credit for that. If anybody notices anything that is theirs and can prove it, please let me know. That kind of crap, you know, don't want to be claiming stuff that isn't mine, of course. But yeah, I always get off topic. If anybody's been watching this far, they must know that I do that a lot. I ramble and then I go in completely left field and don't really ever get back to the original point. But I'm trying to be better at that, especially when I'm recording. So what I was trying to get to was my favorite types of comments to get are the ones where you tell me what you liked specifically about the video. I mean, if you like the videos and you like the way I'm handling it now, that's great. That's great. Tell me that. I'd love to hear that. But if you think of something like, listen, you really talked about this way too much, you know, like we wanted to hear more about what was going on screen, or maybe I'm talking too much about on screen, maybe you like it when I'm doing the ranting type of thing. I don't know, because I haven't been told enough. I don't have enough feedback to know yet. So all I'm trying to say is, you know, please, you know, don't be shy about it. Constructive criticism is always good as long as it's done respectively, you know, or disrespectfully, whatever. Sometimes it sucks to hear, but sometimes, you know, the harsher comments usually sink in better. You know, if you go, Jesus, like, would you shut the hell up and stuff like that? You know, you ramble too much about this, that, and the other thing. You know, that might be a mean-spirited way to put it, but in the end, you know, it might be beneficial to me. You know, I might learn better from that than hearing it done in a nice way. Who knows? Not that I want anybody to send me a bunch of hate mail. That would kind of put a damper on doing this whole thing. But so I think we're close here. We're close to getting that to level 16. I think we only need just the one more battle, but I ran out of Swifts, and I don't feel like running back. I'm pretty sure I can just do it right here. If I just do 1 or 2 more switches, should be enough. Where you at, Scott? You should be able to handle this. Do that and get enough. One more Fury attack. You gotta do this. Of course, I get Supersonic, which really blows. I'll try to attack him once, but if I do get the confusion, I'll just switch. And I do get the Fury attack, so we're all good. That should be plenty, which it is. So now we have a full team of level 16 Pokemon. This should be plenty. I shouldn't, as long as I'm careful and I play well and don't get haxed, I should be okay. And that's see, there's a perfect term I learned while watching things like the GBA guys, is haxed. I never referred to it as that. I just, I got paralyzed, you know. People call it para-hacks, and they call it hacks when you know, get critical hits and all the, you know, oh, fully paralyzed. Oh, you got the confusion. They call it being haxed, and I understand what the term means. It's just, I've never really heard it applied to Pokemon until I started listening to the metagame and watching more videos. So, I started using it myself just to sound a little like I actually know what I'm doing, which, contrary to popular belief, I think I do. But yeah, so that's a fun little fact there. Anyways, we're all healed up. I don't really see a reason to not just go in there and give it to him. So this could really be the end. No, I really am confident. No, really. I'm going to start off with Littlefoot only because I know I can't take that Scytheron, and I'd rather just try to have a full team of guys. Like full health Alucard, full health Bianca, full health Scott, that kind of thing. Excuse me, for the main fight. Also, I want to correct myself before we begin. I was wrong to say that Scott will take 0.25 against a bug move. He will take 0.5 because bug is neutral against itself. It is not very effective. That was my mistake. I was correct about Alucard and his poison flying type, but I was not correct about Scott. So, correcting myself now. Sorry about that, guys. I was mistaken. So let's just go for it here. So now we first fight these twins. Amy, hi, are you challenging the leader? No way. Yes, actually I am. Now I have no idea what these things have. I know there is a high level Ladybug in here. That's the only thing I remember. Spinarak, level 10. I guess high level isn't really. We're just going to go for tackle. Yeah, so we'll do alright. String shot, that's not really going to bother me too much. My speed fell. Still faster. One more tackle will take this thing out. Rage Leaf obviously will do less than this, so I'm kind of stuck with just using a mediocre tackle. But see, take no damage so far. We're looking alright. And I mean, as I said, I'm starting off with a little foot here because I don't trust him to take a Fury Cutter at all. So here's one Ladybot. I don't know if it's the high level one I'm remembering, or maybe I had trouble with it in the past. I don't know. But all it seems to have is tackle, so that's not too bad. Taking a few hits here, soaking them up though, no big deal. 3 tackles will take this thing out. It does have supersonic, maybe that's what I'm remembering from my childhood. And 2 to actually take it out, so I got a high roll there by the looks of that. And take no real damage. That's pretty sweet. So let's move on here. Let's go up the left side. And there's one, I think there's 2 more trainers after this one. And then there's the leader. I'm going to try, I hate dodging trainers. The only time I ever did it was in Koga's gym in Pokemon Yellow. Because, yeah, fuck Koga. And all his psychic types in his damn poison gym. So, yeah, we have no real choice but to just keep going for tackle here. Level 13 Paris shouldn't be able to do too much to me. Yeah, like 6 damage, that's not bad, but I'm going to kill this thing long before it really starts to hurt. But see, these are the type of hits I'm worried about taking. See, I don't want to have to waste healing items unnecessarily. Obviously, I will not use healing items, just, you know, if it's the difference between living or dying, you know, of course I'm going to do it, but... So we grew to level 17, that's pretty good. Looking alright here. Now, of course, I don't want him soaking up all the experience, but I'm just so worried about that damn Scyther. I might use Bianca here for the next 2, just to soak up a little bit of the experience. It doesn't look like there's too much trouble. Bug Pokemon aren't, you know, they don't really have much of a moveset that can really hurt me too much. And this one has 3, and of course they're going to be the ones who can poison me. That would really suck, so we're just going to go straight out for the Hyper Fang and kill this thing. Should be 1 hit. Yep. No problem. Oh, 3 Pokemon. Let me guess. Kakuna Beedrill? Yeah, by the looks of this. So, not a bad time to bring up Bianca. Poison Sting would kind of suck to take, but I assume that Beedrill's going to use Fury Cutter. Level 12 Beedrill, damn. Just barely. I could have gone into this with full health, that sucks. But I only take a few hits, not worried about it. Quick attack will be enough to take it out, and we get rid of the Beedrill. That's pretty cool. 480 experience, holy shit. So this is pretty sweet. So we're going to clean house here with just Littlefoot and Bianca. And here's the last trainer. So we're doing pretty positive. I'm just so worried about that Scyther. And see, I think I'm overestimating the Scyther. I really do, because I know Fury Cutter sucks when it starts, but if he gets 1 or 2 good hits off, and I know Scyther's attack has got to be high, so I'm just really worried about that. So, you know, that's why I made sure, especially after losing Wooper, that just kind of put it in perspective that, you know, once in a while, like, you run across all these trainers with level 7s, level 8s, and it's like, oh, they have 1 Pokemon, but it's 3 levels higher than your guys, you know. So this should easily kill these wheels, because I nearly killed a Beedrill at the same level, so. Bianca grew to level 17, that's pretty great. So now we defeated the Bug Catcher. Now how are we going to start this off? Let's start this off with our buddy Alucard, actually, because really I don't think they can really do much to me. Let's start this off right. So, and just before I do this, do I have a berry of any kind? I do have a berry. I'm going to give that to Alucard just in case he takes a hard hit and I can switch or something. So let's start with Alucard and see where we get. I'm Bugsy, I never lose when it comes to bug Pokemon. My research is going to make me the authority on bug Pokemon. Let me demonstrate what I've learned from my studies. Alrighty, so here we go. Here we go against the leader. And of course we weren't eligible to leave, not that that would have made much of a difference. We didn't take too much damage, nobody's poisoned. Alright, so we got a level 14 going in here. How much does bite do? Very little. But he flinched, that's good. I don't think Metapod... I wonder if his Metapod had tackle. See, I'm not sure if his... I know what bugs he has. He's got a Metapod, a Kakuna, and a Scyther. But I'm not sure if his... a critical hit, lucky. I'm not sure if his Kakuna or his Metapod have physical, like actual attacks. Okay, brought out the Scyther now. Here's where I'm gonna be a little... play the luck game. He goes for the Fury Cutter that does only 1 damage. I didn't hit the Supersonic, I'm not gonna chance it again. I'm gonna go for another Fury Cutter. Still only doing 1 damage. Which does bite do? Very little. That Fury Cutter is gonna start really starting to hurt. It's gonna keep doubling. I really gotta... He missed though. I don't know if that resets it by missing the Fury Cutter. But I've gotta really interrupt him here. So he's confused. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, he hit himself. That's got to interrupt the Fury Cutter. We'll know after he hits another one. He's confused. Come on, come on. He went for the quick attack. He's definitely interrupted. That quick attack really actually hurt a lot. He's still confused though. Hit himself. Kill him right here. Confused no more. Went for quick attack. Come on, come on, come on. Survive it, survive it, survive it. Survives it. I was just worried about a critical. And we take down that Scyther. Yes! Alright, so we took down the Scyther. Got a full level for that, of course. That Scyther's a beast. But it was a great idea to bring out the one who basically can take hits for days from that Fury Cutter. We use up our berry. It's perfect. We're just going to bite. This thing is going down. It can't touch me, even if it's got poison sting. It's got string shot. I assume that means it must have poison sting. Not even worried. Won't do nothing to me. This thing is going down. And Alucard will clean up house against this gym leader. Poison sting, 1 damage. Not even worried about it. Can't be poisoned. I'm the poison type. And bite does it. Alright, so we beat the second gym leader. Not worried about that shit anymore. That's a load off my mind because that was going to be really shitty. That was really going to go bad. I was expecting it to go so bad. That quick attack kind of scared me. I was just reliving a moment where I'm like, should I switch? Should I switch into that quick attack? Because that quick attack, that second one, had it been a critical, would have taken out Alucard. I know it. So, thankfully it wasn't, and we didn't lose anybody. Do you know the benefits of Hive Badge? If you have a Pokemon for level 30, will obey you. About cut, and he gives me Fury Cutter. Which I will hold on to. Fury Cutter's hard to... Fury Cutter's a hard move to make viable, but you know, if I go this far with it, you know, it'd be really effective against the Dark types if I don't end up ever getting anything for the Dark types. So. Also, I should check in on this charcoal dude. No, whatever. I thought you got a free charcoal from him. Anyways, so now we can heal up. And we can battle our rival who has 3 Pokemon. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried, guys. We're doing all right now. We're pretty solid. Now Kurt here should have a fastball for me. Just finish your ball. We got a fastball. That's cool. Totally eligible to use it. Now, here's where the fun starts. He's got a Ghastly, a Zubat, and a Quilava. I just totally know it because I know it. After that, I actually completely forget, but I've played this part of the game so many times, I know exactly what he's got. How to start this off? Zubat will have Leech Life. I don't know if it'll have Bite. If it does, what's good? Well, Bite should be good against the Ghastly, wouldn't it? So, I could just keep going with Alucard here. Or what I can do, I can start out with Scott, kind of search them out a little bit and see what happens. That's what I'm going to do, so here we go. Tell me something. Is it true that Team Rocket has returned? What, you beat them? Ha, quit lying. You're not joking? Then let's see how good you are. Why so interested in Team Rocket, huh? But I've spoiled that in too many videos for most of you, so. Okay, he starts with the Ghastly. Oh. I didn't think about that. Then Buck. Let's go into Alucard then. Spite. Didn't affect me. I'm gonna use Bite. Yeah, it is super effective. That's right. Alright. And we get a lick. It's probably gonna paralysis. No, no paralysis. Sweet. And we kill this thing in 2 hits. Alright. I always forget, like, Ghost type, like, Dark's super effective against Psychic, and Psychic doesn't hurt Dark, but it doesn't work like a true triangle, and, like, nothing really does. Fire, Grass, Water does. But anyways. Alright, so, now we fight the Zubat. Yeah, let's switch it. Let's switch out into Scott here to take a bite to the face. I want to save that just in case I need it against Quilava. Because obviously Scott will not be fighting with Quilava. But I can definitely swift the Zubat all to hell with my higher attack stat. And then I'm going to bite, or no, he's going to try to bite. I'm going to swift, and then we split that experience, and then in comes the Quilava, who I know has got a fire move. So here is where I have a choice to sack Agatha to get a good switch in, or not. See, because it depends on what he's got, because my special defense isn't really that good on anybody that's going to be able to do anything. Like, yeah, 23, like, I want to get a nice good Hyper Fang on him without taking too much damage. I think I'm just going to sack Agatha, scout him out, see what he was going to go for. If he goes for the smoke screen, that's a pain in the ass. But we'll see. And he does go for, so he's got Ember, meaning he probably doesn't have Flame Wheel. He might. I forget completely what level he moves at. So we sack Agatha, unfortunately. But now we get to switch into Bianca. Who I want to see how much a Hyper Fang. Alright, he is faster. And that smoke screen is going to lower my accuracy. But we still hit the Hyper Fang, and it does almost half. We go for the Ember. I should be able to definitely live one hit from this thing. Which I do by quite a lot, actually. If I go for the quick attack, I should kill this thing. Alright, so it was a safe bet to sack Agatha. I was worried about the special attack on that thing, but not too bad, not too bad. Split a shit ton of experience between the two, and now we've defeated our rival Silver, and we're all good. Pokemon were weak. Yeah, your mom's weak. Oh, did I say that? What? I hate the weak Pokemon trainers. It doesn't matter who or what. I'm going to be strong and wipe out the weak. That goes for Team Rocket too. They act big and tough in a group, but get them alone and they're weak. I hate them all. You stay out of my way. A weakling like you is only a distraction. The weakling that just kicked your ass, you mean? Anthony the Hiker. Good evening. It's me. You got a minute? Looking awesome. I wish I could show you. Hey, listen, I almost caught Ekans the other day. I was so close to. See you later. I wish they only ever called for rematches, or like those special, like they found a certain Pokemon, that's how you get like Remoraid and Yanma and stuff like that. I wish they only called for those things, because otherwise it's kind of annoying, really. Alright, fully healed. Oh, I fully healed a dead Pokemon. That's great. Make sure to remedy that right now. So Bill's PC, it really does suck, because lost my buddy, my girl Agatha. But see, this is what I knew I was going to need a little bit of death fodder for that, or Bugsy. So unfortunately, that's kind of what I ended up using it for. Even though I reiterated I don't really usually do that in the Nuzlocke. Sometimes it's necessary, and right there it was. So right now all we have left is an egg and a Geodude. I am going to withdraw the Geodudette, for a little bit of death fodder. I'm going to be honest with that one. It is literally going to be death fodder for me. So yeah, we did pretty well. So let's move on here. Let's move on through the forest. I want headbutt because I want to headbutt a few things, see if I can catch anything worthwhile. So we're in Elixir Forest. And our first Pokemon available is a Zubat, which we already have. This keeps happening. This is going to really suck. So now we're going to Swift, kill this thing in one hit, and move on. So this guy right here says, oh man, my boss is going to be steaming. The Farfetch'd cuts trees for charcoal, took off on me. I can't go look right here in the Elixir Forest. Being dark and scary for me. Don't worry, bud. I got you covered. Alright, here's our second encounter. Please do not be a Zubat. And it's a Zubat. We cannot catch anything in the Elixir Forest. Don't think there's anything too worthwhile in here, considering we have a grass starter anyways. And we also have a bug type. And we have a poison type. So we're pretty much set for never catching anything in a forest. Like, ever. And hell, why am I going to headbutt trees? The best I'm going to get is a Heracross. And if I get a Heracross, you know, that's a bug. So I'm just loaded with fire being my weakness. And now we find an Oddish, of course. Not that it matters. So we're going to Swift the shit out of the Oddish. And there we go. And that ends that. It's the missing Pokemon, Farfetch'd. He ran away. Keep running into wild Pokemon. Not that I mind, I'm killing them in one hit. We're getting a little bit of experience this way. Once again, won't have to do another grind episode. I apologize for that once again. It sucked that I had to do that, but I was so worried about that gym, and I really... Could anybody honestly, if anybody complains about that, could you please tell me that you think I would have done it without any sacrifices or luck? Done those two battles against Bugsy and my rival, had I not done that? If someone can please tell me they think I could have done it that way, then by all means. Without getting like 2 or 3 levels on each guy. I mean, it doesn't seem like much, but it makes all the difference for taking hits and being able to dish out that 1 extra hit without killing yourself. So. Completely forget how to do this, honestly. I think I'm doing this the wrong way. Sorry guys, I'm not really talking much, I'm focusing on how to do this properly. Not that I mind the experience, but it does kind of interrupt when you're trying to do a puzzle. Scott's just raking in this little bit of experience here, there, and everywhere. Alright, I'm going to send him up there, and then we're going to send him up. Found a revive that we cannot use, that's just wonderful. Cause runs that way. Now if I go down this way, will we run back that way? There we go. That's what I wanted to do from the get-go. Alright. So far there wasn't really much I really wanted in the Elixir Forest that I would have used anyways, so would have been nice to have another, I guess, fodder-esque Pokemon, just in case of a bad situation. But now everyone is level 17, it's pretty cool, and we're going to switch to our favorite here, our favorite little foot. Put him out in front. Once we get cut, who I don't know I'm going to teach that to yet, probably Beedrill. Teach that thing cut, and because I don't want to really waste a move on Littlefoot here, because, well, just because it might have better options with a strong starter than a Beedrill. I'll be amazed how long this Beedrill lasts, honestly. The thing is really, you know, I mean, Butterfree and Beedrill aren't really the strongest types. I mean, they can survive, but, you know. Thanks a whole bunch. My best Pokemon won't have been because I don't have a badge. Ah, my Farfetch'd. You found it for us, kid. Without it, we wouldn't be able to cut trees for charcoal. Thanks, kid. Now, how can I thank you? I know. Here, take this. We get HM01 to be able to cut. We cut that. I know the headbutt guy is up there somewhere. Clear small trees. Alright, so now we're going to use that. Where's our... There it is. Cut to a Pokemon, of course. We're going to teach it to Scott. Leave an older move. Yes, of course. We're going to get rid of Harden. We don't give a shit about Harden. And we got cut, so we're looking pretty good. This tree can be cut. Want to use cut? Use cut. And there's Celebi's Shrine. Now I know there's some people who know of hidden items in here. I don't know where any of the hidden items are. So I'm just running through, gonna grab the headbutt, gonna run back to Azalea, headbutt a couple times, and that'll probably end the video because it's just gonna take a while to get back and forth with all the random battles in between. Nothing to me because I am Littlefoot. I am awesome. I am a green dinosaur. So there we go. Get a little bit of experience here and there, and it all helps. It all helps. Put yourself against the Zubats. This is a terrible place to train a grass type. I should be training on the water and catching myself a water type lure. I'd love to have a Firegrass water core. It'd be great to have something just so basic, but something that has a lot of versatility, you know, to it, just in general. Don't know where the hell I'm gonna get a decent fire type. Almost there. Spoke too soon. Now we're up against another Oddish. Tackling. That Miltank's coming up sooner than later. What am I gonna do to that Miltank that's gonna make it lose against me? Rollout's a rock type move that totally decimates my team, but Bianca is a female. What am I doing? I'm shaking trees using headbutt. It's fun here. Try it too. TMO2 headbutt. Since headbutt's not really the greatest move, we can learn it first off. Everyone can, you know, see, I'm just curious, should I be giving it to Geodudet or not? The last thing I want to do is end up saying, okay, yeah, I'm going to teach it to Littlefoot, it's a decent move, and then find out there's a much better normal type than Littlefoot for good damage. This is a little tough. This is a little tough. I gotta think on this. Just trying to think of the types of moves. I mean, I'm pretty sure Littlefoot will learn something better. So, look at guys like Eradicate, the potential Eradicate I'm going to have, but I mean, it already has Hyper Fang, which is awesome. It's going to get Super Fang. I don't think it really needs Headbutt. Headbutt's not a bad move. I believe it's like 60, 100, 65, 100, something like that. I could be totally off on this, to be totally fair. But I want to use it now, so I think I'll give it to Geodude, and we'll just make sure that thing does not die. So that might have been a mistake. I mean, it is a decent move. I could be using it right now, but that's okay. That's all right. Just make sure Geodude doesn't die for a good long while until I've got a solid team and don't really require Headbutt anymore. I mean, Headbutt, you only really get a few types of Pokemon from it. You get Spearows a lot, Apoms, Pinecos, I think you can get Butterfrees and Beedrills from it too. And of course Heracross, the sought after Heracross in these games. So, yeah. Sorry about that if my sound went a little low there, guys. The mic was kind of glitching on me a little bit here. No big deal. If you didn't hear anything, I'll know by the time I do the sound, and I probably won't redo it. I'll just apologize in the video, or I'll apologize right now in event of that the mic was glitched and you couldn't really hear, or it was staticky or low volume or something. I apologize in advance, or after the fact now. So we're going to heal up here. And then, because we're really pushing for time here, I'm going to try doing a little bit of headbutting here. So let's headbutt. Headbutt this tree. Want to headbutt it? Nope, nothing. I'm going to keep headbutting this tree. I have faith in this tree. Or maybe not. Alright, let's try this one. We will make it work, I promise. Come on, let's get lucky here already. Jesus. Man. Alright, let's go to the third tree. And we'll get a little luck here. Nothing there. Alright, we finally get something, and it is a Pineco, a female level 10 Pineco. Alright then, let's tackle it. That does nothing. It's a bit of a defensive beast. It's already got Protect. Of course, we're not going to be able to hit it. It's not a bad little find, really. But I mean, I have a really unbalanced team here. This team is super unbalanced. And that was a bad idea. Jesus, critical hit. But now I can definitely use a Pokeball to catch this thing. Female. Oh, I'd have a great name for a male fortress, but female Pineco. What the hell do you call something like that? Damn, I have no sweet clue what to call this thing. Bagworm Pokemon. It hangs and waits for flying insect prey to come near. It does not move about much on its own. Give a nickname to Pineco. Well, yeah, but what do you call a Pineco? That's a female. Well, it's from a tree. Flowers, trees. I know I'm really pressing for time here, guys, but this is what really, this is what takes up the most time. Can't really think of anything, so I'm just gonna go with lavender. It's a girl-sounding name. It's a weed flower thingy. Lavender for now. So yay, we got a pineco, a female pineco. That's cool. Now we have one more opportunity. Which is right here at these trees, because at these trees it's on Route 33. So we do have, and we have one more opportunity for one more Pokemon. If everyone recalls, we only ran into one, and it was a Zubat. So I do have a second opportunity to run into one more Pokemon. And now we have a chance. We have a chance. What is it? 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 It is a Spearow. A sleeping Spearow. I was really hoping for a Heracross there, though. Another bug fighting. Would have just... Damn. That would have been really cool. Anyways, we're going to... I don't know what level it is, but we're going to Rage Leaf it because it won't hurt it very much. Yeah, that's plenty. It's already still fast asleep. I'll throw a Pokeball at it. Might as well catch it. There's no reason not to. Could be helpful later. You never know. Fearo's not that terrible. Actually, I'm not a huge fan of Fearo, but yeah. So we caught the Spearow. Spearow we're going to name Hermes. Just right off the bat. Spearow, the tiny bird Pokemon, very protective of its territory. It flaps its short wings busily to dart around at high speed. We're totally going to nickname this male Spearow as Hermes. Because what a great name. Hermes. Alright, so we caught 2 new Pokemon. That's pretty cool. And here's where we're going to end the video, guys. At the next part, we will be going through the Elixir Forest. Hopefully we find some new teammates. What really sucks about this is, even though my Beedrill's doing good right now, I know that Beedrill's not an overall very good Pokemon, especially during late game. So I was hoping to kind of replace it with a Heracross. I was hoping to get really lucky there and get myself a Heracross, but I didn't. I don't know of any other place to get a Heracross other than the route east of Ecruteak City, I believe, has trees with a Heracross potential in it. Other than that, I don't remember, and as I said before, I did look a little bit on the Gold and Silver guide for a couple of movesets and stuff, but I wanted to try to avoid to use that so much. It's not about planning. It's about planning with what you have. It's not about planning in advance for what you could have and try to building the best, you know. It's about going through the game, you know, blind, and then trying to make best of what you got and still survive. It's a survival game, so... Anyways, that's it of my babbling for now. We've gone pretty much over our time limit for what I intended, so please like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do, and we hope to see you back here next time for Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke. This is Mitchell, and thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mitchell back here once again for Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke Challenge. We're into part 9. Almost got a full 10 parts up. That's pretty exciting. I made it this far. I passed the first real blockade. I always considered this part right before Elixir Forest. That's kind of the first part of a silver walkthrough or a gold silver run through. This is where people start to have a few problems. And then after that, of course, it's the deathly evil cow mistress goddess demon thingy that's coming up. So anyways, we're going to jump right into it here. There's no grind, there's no nothing. We're just going to continue on. Now, at the end of the last episode, we did catch ourselves a Spearow and a Pineco. I was hoping, as I said in the last video, for something a little different. I was hoping for a Heracross to replace my Beedrill with. Never used a Heracross before. I was looking kind of forward to it, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. We're just going to work with what we've got. I don't really feel like training another bug, because I think if I do train another bug, I'll be in serious trouble. It's just not going to be... It's just not going to be fun. Not for me, not for you. I don't want to be using a crazy amount of bug types, because to me they're pretty weak. I'm not a huge fan of bug type, at least in the earlier generations when they didn't have a whole lot of great moves or anything like that. So we're just gonna move on here and see what we can do. So we run into another battle, of course. And what do we get? We get ourselves an Oddish. We're just going to keep up with Littlefoot in front, doing a little bit of training here, there, and everywhere. Now, some of you might know that I'm not really going to, as I just said, I'm not really going to use Pineco, more likely than not. For the sheer reason that I'm not a huge fan of its moveset, and I don't feel like exploding. Because if I explode and then that gets rid of my entire, like, no, that would defeat the purpose. I can't use explosion or self-destruct. Hazard setting up is great, but not so much in this instance. In a Nuzlocke, it's not versatile enough for me, and I already have a bug type, and I'm already weak enough to fire as it is. Just not going to happen this time, unfortunately. I've never used a Fortress, so it would have been cool, but it's not viable, and I already have a strong bug type. As I said, I would have replaced Beedrill most likely with the Heracross, had I gotten one. But I didn't. Sucks. Now, apparently, I was informed by my buddy that all through the first few routes, any small trees you find, Heracross potential. So I could have ran back through Union Cave, but that seems like an awful long way just for that. So, anyways, what am I doing? I'm still thinking this is Gen 1, and I have to actually go through and hit cut, but I can just... another addition of the Gold and Silver line was being able to just hit X or A or whatever to the item you wanted to get out of your way, and it would say, hey, you want to use cut? Hey, you want to surf? Hey, you know. A good little addition on their part that's stuck with the games ever since. So now we are just going to make our way through this forest as fast as we can, because I like to get to the other side. I like to get to another Pokemon Center, battle a few trainers, then see what the hell I am going to do against that Miltank. I mean, the best I can do is switch out into Bianca, and hopefully it has a shit ton of damage with Hyper Fang. That's my best bet. That's what I'm hoping for. Get to level 20, and I'll have a Raticate that can take it on, so that'd be nice. So here we're going to go into Littlefoot. I mean, the thing still has Stomp. You know, it's not just about Attract. You know, it's that rollout, it's everything. Everything. Like, Attract just makes using any males so awful, because you never get lucky with that. But maybe if I switch out into Littlefoot and Poison Powder first, I don't know. I just don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm going to have to decide soon, because here we are. So here's our trainer. Gonna battle a few trainers here, and of course we don't need to battle the gym right away. We can walk almost all the way to the Sudowoodo tree first and battle all the trainers there before moving on. So we might get high enough level to take care of Whitney and that death to all childhood dreams about cows ever. That thing was just a death sentence to so many children. And surprisingly enough, my first time I didn't know what everyone was talking about, because I kicked the crap out of that thing. I got lucky or something. I remember as a kid, I was like, why does everyone complain? I killed that thing. Second time running through, I realized what everyone was complaining about. I could not kill that thing for the life of me. It was just an awful, awful time. And for those of you who may have heard my phone just go off, it is a good friend of mine who also does Nuzlocke. Not on YouTube, he's not a huge computer guy, but in this instance, he is currently doing a Pokemon Blue, and he's running through there, and it's he's currently at the Elite Four with 3 level 47s. So, in the way he runs it with the same rules I do, so he can't do it. I mean, he can if those were great level 47s, but they aren't. They're not that awesome. He doesn't have something like a Gengar with Psychic or anything. His team, as far as I remember, is decent but not great. He's got a few more Pokemon than just those 3, but those are his highest levels, I think, was his point. So, yeah. So there's a little update on my buddy's Nuzlocke too, if any of you are actually interested. Now we're gonna move over here to Bianca, and now we have a potential to catch another Pokemon here in this grass. And our first run-in is a Rattata. We already have one. One more chance here. We'll just Hyper Fang. That's all I can do. And let's hope for something different, I mean, we did get different things with the headbutt trees, so. And here we go, and it's another Rattata, null and void for the rest of this route. Damn it. Getting pretty unlucky with this stuff. So anyways, we're gonna move on and battle these trainers. Are you a trainer? Let's have a practice battle. Well, it's not practice for me. This is Nuzlocke. This is do or die. So, it's a Picnicker. It's got a Hoppip, which apparently in this generation sucked, in actually almost all generations. One time I did try to do a Nuzlocke with a Hoppip. I was like, yeah, I never used a jump fluff, and my god, these things are terrible. I don't think they actually ever learn a grass move, an attacking grass move. I think they might get Absorb, and that's it, if they even get that. They're awful. They're so bad. Note to self, they actually have Splash. One of the only other Pokemon that have Splash. At least Magikarp turns into something useful. And yes, the red Gyarados is eligible for use as long as it is the first thing, once again, I catch on the route. I can use the Gyarados. I may not. Depends on how my team is looking at the time, of course. I'm gonna quick attack this Bulbasaur. I'd love to have a Bulbasaur at this point. Love to have anything strong. It's Bianca grew to level 18. Loving it. She's my girl, alright. So we're gonna switch. We're gonna go with Alucard for the next little bit here. Train him up. Try and get that sweet Golbat. Because I don't think I'll be waiting too long. I think I'll have one. There's Drowse. You gotta be kidding me. I mean, I understand that they're not overpowered like they used to be once Gen 2 hit, with the introduction of Dark type and all that, but really? Drowsy? I found 2 Rattatas and not a Drowsy? Now we gotta disable on my Bite. Well, that sucks. That just really sucks. Could kill this thing in 3 hits. And it didn't hit itself, it disabled. Already confused. Oh, I should have just went for the Leech Life, of course. Just disable. Leech Life. Ah, man, that sucks. I understand Leech Life is super effective as well, but eh. I was just hoping to get Bite back, but I guess not. We'll just Leech Life. Leech Life, it's the only time it'll be useful is against Drowsies and the like. So there we go. We killed the Drowsy for 174. God damn. We should train in this grass for a little bit. We're gonna battle this trainer here, though. Let's see what we do. But yeah, I expect to have a Crobat long before level 30 because by the time we get a Golbat, I've had this thing since almost the beginning of the game. Its happiness level will be plenty high enough by the time it's around level 30, I would think. I could be totally wrong though, so take that into consideration. So Snubbull, before it was a Fairy type, just a normal type Pokemon. Got damage. Oh, it has Bite. I didn't know that. Of course it got a critical hit, and it's got a berry, of course it does. Let's see what we can do with a Supersonic. God damn it. I might regret this, but I'm gonna go for another one. But if we get at least one confusion hit, it was worth our time. Come on, confusion, confusion, confusion. Damn. These tail whips are gonna kick my ass if I get another critical. Oh wait, that ignores defense, doesn't it? I don't freaking know. I don't remember anymore. We got a flinch. And come on, confuse yourself already. There we go. We got the confusion hit. That's the end of that. Ah, so close. Almost a level. We're not going to waste it on a trainer. We're going to just battle it out here in the grass. And then we'll fight that trainer with our buddy Scott and get a full party of level 18s. So now we have our buddy a Drowsy here. Leech Life to get our health back this time. Do it intentionally. It does just about as much as bite, for God's sake. Probably be the difference between attack and special attack is probably the same difference between their respective power. So we have one more Leech Life. Let's Leech Life one more time as he disables. Oh, he's going to disable the Leech Life, isn't he? That's alright. We're going to bite him and get rid of him. And we'll have a level 18, so 4 more levels and we'll have ourselves a Golbat, and in a few levels after that I fully expect to get ourselves a Crobat, and then we're really going to start breaking records and taking names. Yeah. So let's move into our buddy Scott here. Scott, the Beedrill. He's going to totally kick this schoolboy trainer in the ass. Youngster, whatever. Youngster Ian. Alright, a Mankey, a fighting type. Alright. So I got something for you. Swift. Only level 10. This should do more than half. Does actually, it takes it right out. What else we got? What else you got? What else you got? Got a Diglett. Ground type. Well, ground type shouldn't do much to me. Poison, but I'm flying, am I? I'm bugged, so could have hit me, I think. This is before levitate and all that fun stuff. I don't even know if they get levitate. Anyways, moving on here. Just going in the grass for that little bit of extra experience. And of course, we're running into Drowsies galore. Like, it would have been nice to get a Drowsy. I'd use a Hypno. Only ever used one once and didn't really do it successfully. Let's use Swift here. Ah, so close. Hypnosis, that sucks. I'm just going to switch here into our buddy Alucard. And we'll bite him. Rather than try to wake up. Ah, you're kidding me. Alright, I will try to wake up with Alucard. Because I don't want the whole team to be asleep for this crap. Come on, wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, wake up, wake up, wake up. Oh my god. He just keeps going for the hypnosis. It's crazy. And I'm still asleep anyways. He goes for the pound. Finally, that's going to do nothing at all. This Leech Life will take him out. And we're all good now. So if he's only got pound, I was kind of worried about confusion. But if he's only got pound, what am I worried for? And Anthony the Hiker calls me again. Says, good evening. Got a minute? How are your Pokemon doing? Really energetic. Probably stronger. That's great, Anthony, but I really just need it for a few rematches once in a while. Like, damn. Alright, we have another Drowsy coming up. Now that I know that all it's really got is pound and disable, I'm just gonna attack until I wake back up. Disable's not gonna do anything. Just look for a second turn. Pound, how much is that going to do? 4 damage. Oh my god, I could call this game for days. 4 damage. Alright, fast asleep again. Disable, not going to do anything. Come on, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Fast asleep. Disable, that does nothing. I'm asleep for the 4th turn in a row. My god. Pound's going to do another 4, down to 44 health. I'm still not going to wake up after 5 turns. I believe this only can last 5 turns. Yeah. with a Swift. Kills it in one hit. Critical hit. 174 experience, gotta like that. So this thing probably has a Growlithe, don't even care. Who goes there? What are you up to? It's a police officer, they always have Growlithes or Electrikes in later generations and such. He does have the Growlithe. Level 17, that is actually scary as fuck. So I'm gonna switch out into my buddy, my good girl Bianca with that Hyper Fang attack, and hopefully he roars me or something stupid. Ember, how much is that gonna do? Damn, 34 to that. That's quite a lot of damage, but this Hyper Fang should do plenty. Oh yeah. Ember. As long as it's not a critical hit, I'll survive just fine. I do. I'm not sure quick enough's enough to take it out. I'm worried about the ramifications of doing another hit like that, so of missing the Hyper Fang. So I'm going to switch out into Alucard here. It's going to go for a bite. That sucks. I'm going to go for a bite too. That does like next to nothing. That Ember might be a little more than I bargained for. God damn it. What am I going to do here? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I don't want to sack anybody. This might be the time to sack Lavender because I can go back into Bianca and definitely outspeed it with a quick attack and kill it at this range. Super effective against Scott and Littlefoot. Bite's not enough to kill it. Yeah, let's sack Lavender. We're gonna have to sack Lavender. I still want that headbutting Geodude. Sucks because I've never had a Pineco, but of course went for the bite. I could have easily switched out. Oh, wouldn't have that been funny to get the self-destruct off? Go out my way, but obviously no such luck. I know I can outspeed this thing. Quick attack would definitely gotta be enough to kill this thing. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Alright. They all share 108. Don't even care. It's all good experience. But that was one tough battle. I shouldn't have been so cocky starting with Beedrill knowing that thing had a Growlithe. I just didn't expect it to be so such a high level. See, that's what I'm talking about, you know? You're facing like a couple of level 10s and 12s in the grass. You're fighting a few guys with, oh, it's level 13, looking pretty strong there. Then all of a sudden, boom, a level 17 shows out of nowhere. Alright, so we're against a Psyduck. Potentially has confusion. Want to take care of it in 2 hits if I can. Disable probably the Swift. Doesn't matter though because I have Cut now. Cut'll do just fine. Just shy of killing it. And there we go. Cut. Cut takes it out. Perfect. Get to level 18 with Scott. When does he learn another move? Probably like level 21, 22 or something. Alright. So now we finally made it to Goldenrod City. Looking pretty great. Our whole team's looking alright, alright. We sacrificed Lavender, that's unfortunate. But, I mean, that's kind of why, you know, anything short of a Heracross in these trees will basically be death fodder. Unfortunately, that's the way I'm going to have to play this, because, I mean, they're not really useful for anything else. Why not just use them, you know, for the safe switch? So, we're going to change box into box 10 again, which is our death box, of course. Save the game, deposit, Lavender. I could release, but I don't like doing that. So now we're going to change box back to box 1, and we're going to withdraw our Spearow. Oh wait, yeah, Spearow. Because another death fodder Pokemon. Hermes, level 10 Spearow. Potentially, but I mean I do have a fly potential in Crobat, so I mean, why would I do anything less? So there we go. Let's, what do we want to do here? Oh, that's right. Start off with Littlefoot again, of course. Everyone's level 18. Looking pretty good. There's no point in going in there right now. What else we got going on here? This is the underground entrance. Alright, there's trainers down here, isn't there? Let's see what we can do. I got booted out of the game corner. I was trying to cheat using my Pokemon. Well, no shit. And for those of you interested, my good friend Michael has texted me back about his current Nuzlocke. And he currently has a Persian Venusaur, Gyarados, and that, I think that really is it. I think he only has 3. Nidoqueen, his Nidoqueen that he had since the beginning died in Victory Road with a critical hit Psychic from a Hypno, he says. So that is just awful. I feel for him. I feel for him hard. As you guys know, I lost, anybody watching from Yellow Nuzlocke knows I lost my Nidoking to a self-destructing, I was caught in Thrash, couldn't escape, low health, took a self-destruct from a Voltorb. Twice. It was awful. I took 1 from 1, survived it with about 6 or 7 HP, then got killed by the other one with another self-destruct. It was awful. Really sucks, but part of the Nuzlocke, part of the thing. So this super nerd here has 2 Grimers. I don't really have much on Littlefoot to really hurt these things, so it's just a game of tackling until they die. 1 more of these, maybe another 5 experience afterwards will be enough to level up Littlefoots, and then I'll switch into something else for any other trainers in this place. Now, I don't have anything against using the massages. There's nothing against raising happiness in this game. It's perfectly legitimate. You can do whatever you want. I'm gonna tackle. Screw it. Poison doesn't worry me. I'll just run right outside at nearly full health. I'm gonna go for the Harden. I'm gonna tackle him, kill him, and then run out of here with 37 health. And then I'll be able to heal, so no big deal. Yep, that was plenty. And we get to level 19. That's great. We defeated the super nerd. So we're just gonna quickly run out of here before we die from poison. That would really suck to lose our starter to something like poison. And here we go. Let's heal ourselves up. And so far we're moving along at a pretty good pace now that we're past that little juncture in Azalea. We're already in Goldenrod City. We're battling trainers. I'm gonna make sure to clear out everything south of the Sudowoodo tree. Basically do as much as I can until fighting Whitney, just so I have as much potential as I should. So let's see what I got here. Let's go with Bianca. Let's get that Raticate sooner than later. Because that would be really helpful. My Pokemon just got haircuts. I'll show you how strong they are. Yeah, I've got nothing against haircuts and massages. They're perfectly legitimate. There's nothing wrong with raising happiness. If you have a Pokemon that can raise by happiness like I do, like a Crobat, it's totally up to yourself. A level 12 Lickitung, that is ridiculous. But Hyperfang is tank as shit. It's going to do over half. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that's the first time I've seen an HM move on a trainer Pokemon. No, I lie. I've seen Surf in later generations, but I didn't know they ever taught them that. It's ridiculous. Alright, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if there's any others in here. There's a coin case down here. Not that I really need it. Let's see what else we got. Welcome. I run the Pokemon Salon. I'm the older and better of the 2 haircut brothers. Oh, cool. $500? Yeah, sure. And of course we know exactly who we're going to pick. We're going to pick Alucard so that its happiness is raised. Alucard looks happy. That's awesome. So we'll have a good happiness level. Do you consider type alignments to battle if you have type advantage? Blah blah blah. Alright, let's just battle. We're going to finish this underground path at the very least. We're getting close to the half-hour mark. in time. This time I tried to pay a little more attention to the time because the last one was just shy of a full hour, so I want to make sure we avoid that. So this thing is now a steel type, so it's going to take that not well at all. Actually, I kicked its ass. I mean, I am more than double its level, but still. Voltorbs and Magnemite. See, Voltorbs always worry me because of that damn Sonic Boom, Instant 20, and also Self-Destruct, which can just totally take you out. It's just a piece of shit move. Hate it. So these Magnemites are going to go down because they're only level 7. Steel type, electric, dual now. Still weak to ground types back then, because they can actually be hit by them. And one more Magnemite at level 9 this time. Let's see if that'll do it, that'll do it, that'll do it. Oh no, jeez, there's a lot of difference in those two levels. But this level 9 Magnemite will be enough to get Bianca to level 19. And before we fight Whitney, we want this thing to be Eradicate, just for that little boost in stats all around. So we're going to be depending on the fact that Bianca cannot be attracted because she's a girl. Alright, so now we have 2 level 19s. Let's go with Alucard here. Boy Alucard. Love him already. I think he's great. Here's the last trainer in the underground path. I think you have some rare Pokemon with you. Let me see them. Probably another Pokemaniac, which is what it is. 2 Pokemon. Probably Coughing. No, Slowpoke. Alright, here we go. Alucard. We're going to bite and super effective this thing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And another bite will take it out. And a Slowpoke? Yeah, so we're just gonna bite because why the hell not? 2 bites will take these Slowpokes out. Flinched, so I take 0 damage. I get over 400 experience from 2 Slowpokes. I'm looking really good here, really solid. Alright, so now we can leave the underground path behind. Which is all fine and dandy. What the hell's in here? This is the name raider. Don't need them to rate my names yet. I allow that stuff. Like if you messed up or you misspelled something, I don't mind if you want to change that stuff. But generally I try to avoid it. So what do we got here? If you treat your Pokemon nicely, they will love you in return. Oh, let me see your Zubat. It's quite cute. I believe that's not good. I believe that's only like 3 or 4 out of 6 stages it could be. It needs to be much higher. I moved here, but I can't sell my bicycles. Why is that? Could you ride a bicycle and advertise for me? Sure. So now we have a bicycle. That was easy. So now I gotta go to my pack, and I gotta register the bicycle. Even though I don't know how to use the select button on my keyboard. Let me try. What would it be? I really have no idea, guys. I'm gonna have to figure that out later. I'm gonna have to check the controls on this thing and figure out what the hell the select button is on the keyboard. So there's the gym. And here is... I don't even know. I couldn't make any moves. PowerPoints were all gone. Struggle. Other Pokemon may be unable to use his moves. So I was trying to heal at Pokemon Center or use an item. Yeah. That's all fine and dandy. What's up here? Is this the squirt bottle bullshit? Yeah, that's the squirt bottle. I don't get the squirt bottle until I beat Whitney. What else is around here? There's Goldenrod. Nothing really major else going on. This is the game corner, I know. I'm not sure if I allow the game corner. Oh, I just allow no Pokemon. That's right. I do not allow... That's it. But do I allow TMs? I totally forget my own rules now. I didn't use them before, but I wonder if I allow myself to. That's obviously Thunder, Blizzard, and Fire Blast. I will never have... Well, I might have enough money for it because I never have money for anything else. Prizes Abra-Sancher Dratini. That'd be so great right now to get a Dratini. Even an Abra, I could probably buy one right now. Oh. Abra-Sancher Dratini. That sucks. I could easily just give myself a Dragonite. But no, I don't allow that. I don't allow given Pokemon, traded Pokemon, bought Pokemon, any of that stuff in my Nuzlocke, so no Dratini. Hey guys, sorry about that little glitch there. Just got interrupted during a recording, but you know, I'm almost done the video, so I decided to just do a haphazard, just fade out, splice type thingy. Anyways, we're gonna continue on here. So, I'm gonna go buy my Pokeballs at the PokeMart, and not allowed to do anything else. And then we're gonna go check out some more stuff up to the north here. So, potions, no, don't want that. Not allowed. Not allowed to have that. Buy Pokeballs. What do I allow here? I always forget my own damn rules. I allow the buying of Pokeballs. No, it's the least. I don't think I reiterate this enough, but it's basically. I don't think it's specifically in the rules, but I believe the way I've played it before with the full intention was you have to buy the worst Pokeball available. So like, if there was only Great Balls available, I'm eligible to buy the Great Balls, but because Pokeballs is available, I have to buy the Pokeballs. I believe that's how it's done. I might have to go back and edit the rules eventually, but for future reference, that is why I bought the Pokeballs, is because that is what the rule means. Even if it doesn't, I don't even think it states that at all. I think it just says you're allowed to buy the equivalent if Pokeballs aren't available. But it's worded pretty poorly, I think. And that's on me, that's my bad. So anyways, let's move on up here a little bit. So we have Alucard out in front. We're looking alright, we're looking alright. Let's move right up here. Let's battle this trainer right here, who is... Are you going to the gym? Me too. And it's a one Pokemon Vulpix, okay? It's a Vulpix, so 15 against Alucard. No problem, no problem. Bite is going to win this for me. Quick Attack does 7 damage. My Bite does more than that, but not too much. But I flinched it, so that's really good. Gets another Quick Attack in, but the Vulpix is over half. I get a critical hit. I'm doing just... Damn, I'm doing awesome against this Vulpix. Barely take anything. 202 XP. The next battle will get me to level 19. It's going pretty well. So we're going to move on to... Shut up, Hiker. Yes, me got a minute. A friend just told me this. Saw a lot of Dunsparce in Dark Cave. See, oh, so Anthony is the one who tells you about Dunsparce. Not that I want one, but... So here we go. Another trainer. I'm going to show my girlfriend I'm hot stuff. Yeah, no you're not. So I'm going to wipe the floor with you. Because you only have 2 Pokemon, and they probably suck. Sandshrews awesome. So here we go. Alucard against you with a bite. Actually, that did better than I expected. That scratch kind of hurts. Hopefully this thing does not have slash yet before I kill it. Flinched, so it won't know, and it won't matter, because we killed the Sandshrew. Sandshrew, whatever. So I grew to level 19, awesome. Learned Confuse Ray, and that's... I think it's better hit percentage than Supersonic. Might become useful. Flinched. Come on, just keep flinching and then I'll be fine. Flinched. Ah, this is unfair. I'm getting hacks in my favor right now. And all he does is go for a tail whip, so that's like nothing to me. But yeah, that was total hacks in my favor, I'll admit that. Now, double tail whip's kind of worrying me a little bit here, so hopefully this bite is just enough, which I think it was. And there we go, no problem there. So now we're going to switch from our level 19 Alucard, who just did flawlessly there. A little bit of hacks to help him out, but overall pretty good. Switch into Scott here, and battle this trainer right here. Once we get up towards the park there, the Goldenrod Park, whatever they call it, that's where we'll end the video. We'll just battle these last couple trainers, and that'll be the end of the video, guys. So we're doing pretty positive, losing Big King early on. Once again, I'm going to keep harping on that. Really sucked, but we're bouncing back. So Thundershock did like nothing, though I'd love to have a Pikachu. I love Pikachu. Would probably not evolve it, because fuck evolving Pikachu. Double Team's not going to do shit because Swift never misses. And we kill level 16 Pikachu, no problem. 208 experience, not bad. Defeat Picnicker Brook. And now we have another. I've been getting Pokemon something off my radio, blah blah blah. Alright. So now we battle 3 Pokemon trainers, so probably low levels, level 11, 10. 10. Alright, so we're going to go for a Swift right off the bat, and it should be enough to kill level 10 Diglett, because Scott is awesome, high attack. He's going to wipe the floor with this guy, and he's going to get a level. I got a feeling he's probably got a level 12 sitting out there, and that is going to give me good experience. You just watch. 15, okay, maybe not this trainer, next trainer. Yeah, so, a level 14 Diglett still might be enough. Doubt it, but it could be. So it's enough to kill it in one hit, and we get 243, not enough. But the next trainer should be enough. So we're gonna move on, and bam! Run into this fat guy, Fire Breather. Shit. Please have a coughing, not a Growlithe or something. God damn it. Magmar. Should I really take a chance and go for a Swift? I could probably kill this thing. Yep. Too late now. Swift. Kill it. Oh, god damn it. Oh, went for the Smog. I got lucky there, I'll admit that. An Ember probably would have done like 40 damage. Something ridiculous. But now I am going to be able to kill a Magmar with a Beedrill. Bam. I just cannot do any wrong right now. I'm pretty pumped. Pretty pumped, guys. Scott's level 19, gonna send out another Magmar, level 13, not gonna take that chance again, gonna go into Bianca. And Bianca will Hyper Fang the way to victory. Fire Punch. Okay, that totally would have killed my Beedrill. Fire Punch nearly killed. Holy shit. That was a lot. Hyper Fang that thing. Damn it. Fire Punch. Now, if it's not a critical, it won't kill me, so I'm not worried about it. For left, Quick Attack is more than enough to kill it. So I got rid of the Magmar, but that was pretty close. See, once you start getting cocky, things get a little dangerous. I was getting a little cocky there. Can't do no wrong. Got pretty close, pretty even. You hold my graceful something dexterity, something balls. And of course we got a double here, so I couldn't change it. Party. In comes Scott. We are totally just gonna switch out into our buddy Littlefoot. Littlefoot's gonna soak this up, even though they're only level 2. Don't even care. Just gonna tackle all these level 2s. Probably gonna go 2, 4, 8. You know, that kind of thing. 2, 6, yeah. Something like that. 2, 4, 6, 8, something like that. My god, tackle's terrible. I really need to learn something good like Body Slam or something. Probably does. Bayleaf probably does learn it. Just seems like that type of Pokemon. So level 6, what do we got? A level 10. So it skips by 4 levels, so maybe a level 14. Which potentially could have Sonic Boom and kick my ass. We just don't know. So there goes that Voltorb, and there's only one left, and it is a, let me guess, Voltorb level 14. 14, yep. Goes for Screech, but fails. My tackle's gonna be like shit all to this thing. Ah, critical hit. Nice. Got a tackle on me, does nothing. I got 2 or 3 more tackles to kill this thing. Tackle, that does nothing. My tackle will take you out. And there we go. So nearly went to level 20 on that trainer alone. Looking good on that. And that is where, of course, get interrupted. Found a useful item shop, so bought some stuff. Cool, we got something from our mom. That's pretty sweet. Anyways, we're going to end the video there, guys. Shorter like normal, about 45 minutes like normal. Not such a long one this time. When we come back for the next part, we will be going up north here to the bug catching contest arena, the Golden National Park, Goldenrod National Park, whatever. We'll go as far as the Sudowoodo tree, battle all the trainers, catch what we can in this route and the next one, and yeah, then after that we'll just have to wait and see. Probably have to do a little bit of training. I got to make sure that my Pokemon are sufficient to take on a level 20 Miltank, a level 18 Miltank, something like that. Either way, that Miltank is tank. You can never be strong enough to fight that monstrosity. So please like, subscribe, comment, whatever you guys want to do. As always, it's very appreciated. So stay tuned for next time on Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke Challenge.